Hey, it's Mr. Engstrom. Let's take a look at number 9 on your homework. Okay, so it says for these problems, x is between 0 and 360, not including 0, possibly including 360. It says solve for x. Make sure you find both angles that work. And we know that there's two angles here because, in this case, the tangent is negative, and that happens in 2 quadrants. Now, in the first quadrant, nothing's negative, they're all positive, so we know we're not looking there. And the tangent is positive here, and the tangent is negative, of course, so we're not looking there. So we're going to make a diagram, we're going to draw a picture, and we realize that our 2 angles, one is in the second quadrant, and one terminates in the 4th quadrant. So I'm just going to draw angles. One ends up in the 3rd quadrant, or a second, one ends up in the 4th quadrant. Okay? Now, you may not know what the triangles are going to look like yet. That's okay. It doesn't have to be drawn to scale. Just go by what the numbers say, but we have to be careful. Now, tangent we know is opposite leg over adjacent leg. Opposite leg over adjacent leg. But this right here, this would be the simplified version of that. Okay? And so we want to maybe think of this as negative 1 over root 3. Okay? 1 over root 3. Okay, so tangent, remember, is the opposite leg over the adjacent leg. So when we label this, remember our triangles are going to go to the x-axis, never the y. Okay, here's our reference angle, here's a reference angle. They need to be the same. So opposite leg, here's opposite, okay, going this way, opposite leg. That's negative 1 over the adjacent leg, root 3. Okay, oops, that's a positive 1 over a negative root 3. Okay, because negative 1 root 3 can be either looked at as negative over a positive or a positive over a negative. Okay, and so opposite leg over adjacent leg. So you should recognize this as a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Even if we didn't draw it close, that's okay. Go by what the numbers are. The hypotenuse of both of those, of course, is 2. And now we have to figure out what this reference angle is and this reference angle, and it's going to be the same. Well, it's opposite the 1, not the root 3. Remember, 1 is the square root of 1, and so we realize that square root of 3 is a bigger number than the square root of 1. So this is the longer leg. Even if we didn't draw it right, this is the longer leg. And that means this has to be the 60-degree angle, and this has to be the 30-degree angle that's opposite the shorter leg. Okay, and so our reference angle is 30 degrees. And so now we got to answer the question. We have to find x. We're going to use that reference angle to do it. Here's one angle we're looking for, which is 180 minus 30. Here's where I'm getting that. Here's 180 minus that reference angle is going to give us this angle right here. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm getting this angle here by taking 180 minus 30, which is 150 degrees. Okay, and then we got to do this angle, which is all the way around 360 minus 30, which is 330 degrees. So that's our other angle. Okay, hang in there, work hard, and I will see you on Monday.